I'll try not to keep this too long, because part of the purpose of this video is to say that these kind of things won't exist anymore on this channel. I totally understand that if I've been doing a load of videos, about media analyses and reviews like I normally do, and even including like the concept ones, where it's not specifically about a piece of media or series, but general concepts around it, it's still linked, it's still fine. But when I come in with an update video, it really just breaks the flow. I say, as I'm doing an update video and breaking the flow. But that's why I want to move away from it. I want to stop that. I want to separate things out a little. But I don't want to make a whole new channel for it, because it's a lot of work, a lot of effort. I don't just want to put everything on the other channel, just have it as a general dumping ground. I do want to focus more on the music on that, and reasons for that will come later. But I still want to give these updates. I want to bring back the uni vlog in some form. I've said it a number of times, I know, before. And for the last sort of month or so, I've had the idea floating around of doing something absolutely terrifying. And that is live streams. Those might be, I'm playing a game, I'm maybe, songwriting workshops, or, an organised kind of watch party thing where obviously I won't stream the material, but I'll be watching it and hopefully we'll all be synced up and we can talk about the film or something. So it will kind of be tangentially related. But all of this kind of thing, so I can kind of have that interaction. As someone who's done live music before, like a long part of my life was that, performing live, and you get that immediate feedback. But that terrifies me. That immediate feedback terrifies me. If I get a comment on a video now that upsets me, I can put my phone down or close the tab, whatever, and come back to it later when I'm better or more able to deal with it. A live stream, I've got to respond to that. Even if that response is get control, I've got to respond to it then and there. I don't have a moderation team. I probably can't afford to get a moderation team right now. I don't have all the software like Stream Decks and all the fancy buttons and soundboards. Don't have any of that. I don't necessarily want all of that. I just want to start and find a new way to give information without ruining the flow. So the first Saturday of every month is the plan. I want to do it at a time that's ideal for me. However, my ideal time, knowing that I have an audience distributed quite well across the globe. It is a globe, not arguing on that. But yeah, I do have quite a distributed audience, and I will be looking at a time that is a good balance between my needs and audience needs. Obviously, after the first few, that can be tweaked. If you're like, I only get an hour because it's too early or late and I've got obligations or I'm going to bed. Fine, as long as I can work around it. It's kind of why I want to do weekends, because that issue of obligations might be less of a problem. I might even move it to Sunday if that's better for people. If people want like a more chill kind of thing, like after they've been out the night before perhaps, or if they're coming home from the night before and they want to chill and just relax before going to sleep, I can work on that. If people want that, please do put comments under this video with any suggestions about this. It's a very new thing for me, and I'm willing to work with people. But I won't literally, if someone's like, you should do it at this time because I live in this country and that's ideal for me, and I look and it's like, that's 3 a.m. for me, it's not happening. But as long as I can do it, I will try. Now, the other thing, and the thing I mentioned about the music focus, I'm now on Spotify and Apple Music / iTunes, as well as Amazon Music and YouTube Music as a separate thing. The thing that they keep plugging as this separate entity. It is kind of like Spotify. It's for streaming audio. It's not the same as music videos on YouTube. But that's why I want to focus on that, because then that will be able to be linked together. They'll be sort of part of the same ecosystem in a way. So those two things will form part of my musical brand on YouTube, if that makes sense. Some of the releases that I'm going to do have already been on the channel, on the other channel I have with music videos and stuff. In fact, the first release, the only release so far, is an original that I've done. I did it as my 37 thing a few years ago, and it's a song that I wrote, so I'm introducing myself with my own material. But the good thing is, the distributor I use will allow me to stream on all of those platforms in any territory, covers, and they will deal with the licensing issue. The problem comes in selling it in the Americas, weirdly enough. It's that area specifically. Everywhere else in the world, it seems fine. But to sell in the Americas, I need to buy a mechanical license myself. I haven't even looked yet how much it would cost because I know it's not going to be justified yet. So, covers will literally be stream only. Originals will be streaming and buyable if you want to. Now, another thing that I did years ago, and I sort of keep updated, I've kind of put some of this information on a post on there, but I have a Patreon. I've had it for years, and I do have one wonderful die-hard supporter. Hopefully, I'll start to be able to fulfill some of those promises that are on there and make it a bit more valuable. But that's part of this, because one of the things on there is MP3s of every song that I release, every original song that I release, should I say. So I can now start fulfilling that. So if you don't want to pay to download my song through whatever, Apple, like iTunes thing, whatever, you can just pay me $1 every month for Patreon, or just for the month that you want a song, and I will send you that MP3 as part of the perk. I'm telling you to pay me kind of semi-directly here. I know, taking money out of the streaming platforms. But if that's what you want to do, it's totally up to you. I don't know how much it's going to be on there. I don't handle setting the costs. That is not in my control. At least I don't think so. I'll look into it and just double check, but as far as I'm aware, that's not done by me. That's the distributor's job. I literally go, here's music. Can you give me like a unique identifier? I have unique identifiers for a song that I wrote. That's weird. Still getting to grips with it. But yeah, you do all that. You put it on these platforms. You just send me 85% of whatever comes in. Yes, they take a 15% cut. That's it. They do have paid tiers, but until I'm earning enough, there's no point. But that's it. That's me looking at how can I, one, finally get stuff out there that I've been working on. I've got so many projects sat around that I've worked on that just haven't gone anywhere because I'm like, I don't know if it's worth it. But now that I can actually definitely make money from it, yeah, why not? It's really cynical, isn't it? But yeah, so that's it. I'm publishing music, one release a month, and that could be singles, EPs, albums, at least one track a month. That's the first thing. And yes, moving forward to introducing live streams as a way of giving these updates. So more information will come over time once I figure out the best timing and whether Saturday or Sunday is the best day. Again, feedback greatly appreciated on that. But that's it. So until next time, as always, thank you for watching and take care. And hopefully I'll see you at the start of next month.